Season 2 Chapter 4 has been a really complicated one story-wise, but also extremely fun and important. In this video, we will go through every single storyline moment in the season, beginning with a quick explanation of how exactly the storyline of this season started. It all began when the shapeless man who seems to be the nothing, god of the last reality, secretly planted his kinetic ore in a location of the oathbound realm. This location, among other realms, got grabbed into Reality Zero to create a new temporary defense island, all thanks to Paradigm. Right after the nothing looked for the perfect person to hunt and mess with, using his refined kinetic ore to make a connection with them. That person got chosen to be Stellan, the Rift Warden. Stellan, an ageless who is a snapshot of Geno, then got forced into making a rift gate by the shapeless man. But then a saboteur messed with the gate, locking it on the Mega Realm, making the gate explode after, so it creates a permanent rift in the sky with the same energy and location lock. So Stellan and ageless would never be able to close the gate. A permanent rift like the one in Season 5 or the Batman comics stays open until it's manually closed. This gate and everything was all going according to the Nothing's plan. Because as I've already explained, the last reality sees the future and manipulates every moment in Fortnite's storyline. The saboteur which we talked about who did this was someone who works for Triarch Nox, ruler of darkness and part of the last reality army. He is here with a mission to be a distraction and attention focus for everyone on the island, especially the syndicates brought here with the Mega Realm. 5 syndicates, first one being Peace, who are somewhat criminals like all of them, but also do their best to keep the peace between all the syndicates and the others, along with having high control on the Mega City, their home. The members of this group being Megalolil aka Funda, coolest lizard in town, best chef you have ever seen with the best restaurant overall. I love this legend. Evie, a blade-loving peacemaker who might love a little bit of chaos here and there. Trans Uncommon Twin, who can become your virtual gamer girl. But then you see the person in real life. Oh god, it's a trap. Yeah boy! We also got this guy, which who cares about this one? Let's move on. Nah, I'm kidding, you good boy. The leader of this syndicate is X, a mysterious hidden person who many, especially me, think that it's Midas in disguise. The second syndicate is River Guard, ancient empire of the Mega Realm who have control on the tides, oceans and seas and can drown you in them if you piss them off. Mizuki, my empress, can drown me any day. God damn! The River Guards are the protectors of this realm and the rivers who stick to their traditions unlike the others, staying away from the advanced future technology and only focus on the magical energy flowing through the lands and the beings. But there is also a third syndicate who stick to their culture and history, which are the Fox Clan, historic rivals of the River Guard. These two syndicates have been at war for hundreds or even thousands of years, but recently this war has slowly been stopped because of the Empress of River Guard, Mizuki. She has a brother named Stray who left the River Guard and joined the Fox Clan instead. This made Stray seem like a traitor to Mizuki and her empire, beginning a siblings duel which has been going on for so long, causing the siblings to break connection with each other for a long time, until they were both together brought into Reality Zero and Mizuki saw her brother once again, getting worried about him and how he might get hurt, which shows us how these two still care for each other. And the fight is only because of the history of the River Guard and Fox Clan. That won't matter anymore thanks to the care between the siblings. To show this more, Mizuki even threatens Drift into making sure Stray stays safe, and even asks her brother to return home so they can be together again. But Stray rejects it because he's needed in the Fox Clan to make a better future for the River Guard and Fox Clan by ending the the war between them, and also helping other realities. It seems like that Foxconn and their unique energy allows them to travel between realities, making rifts. And their members are these people among many others which we have not seen because sadly they were killed one by one. A huge loss on the Foxconn and why they never stop fighting. Now the fourth syndicate is the Luminaries, who are the wise of this realm and seen to technology better than any other syndicate, creating some of the most advanced technology that has been extremely helpful to everyone. This syndicate has Mystical, was from another reality which got destroyed by the last reality, and the only survivors left are a single plant she carries and her and some others. Mystica then escapes to the Mega Realm, making it her new home. Exactly why her design looks like an adaptation of the plant being her home realm, Samurai being the historic part of Mega Realm, and Future being the Mega City. She seems to be the founder of the Luminaries, creating it with other beings from Mega City joining in, like the captain of them, Hypotia. She is the Luminaries explorer. In the end, we have the Unseen, a group which is really similar to the Peace Syndicate, except don't grab the piece and just throw it out there. F that thing. This syndicate is not really liked among the others, and not because they're terrible or the worst, but because the way they handle situations seems unethical to the others. They do not care if innocent people get hurt for what they do. That is exactly why they're not liked. But even then, they're not really still terrible, just careless. The leader of this group being Highwire, the chaos-loving girl who wants to own the Mega City together with her right hand, Renzo. Renzo is creation and creator, destruction, and the one which will play a huge part in the future of the storyline, someone we need to keep an eye on. He also seems to be an energy which goes inside of a robotic suit and controls the suit as it wills. One of my favorite storyline characters. They also got these two who recently have been betraying the Unseen, and they're not really part of the syndicates anymore. That is because Nox right away starts his plan by reaching these two Unseen members, manipulating them, making them work for Nox instead for a great prize that will be granted to them in the end of it. These two members accept this, doing everything that Nox says, causing chaos without even knowing where Nox is from. One task that these members had was reaching into Peace Syndicate servers and deleting any file and intel related to the last reality, revealing to us and the other syndicates how these guys are working for the last reality now. The plan of Nox was to distract every single syndicate, making them scared and worried while also causing chaos among them, threatening their Mega City and home so they completely ignore any other place on the island and only focus on saving their home world and Mega City. Nox's plan turned successful. All the syndicates are scared and have put all their focus into creating peace among each other so they can find this person who works for the last reality and save their reality and Mega City from them. The Peace Syndicate starts by trying to create peace among them, Riverguard, and the Fox Clan first. But these two groups ask for a meeting all together between all the leaders first before the peace happens. In this meeting, all the three syndicates come in the realization of how everything they love and care for is in the danger of destruction. So they really don't have any other choice except to be united and makes this impossible task of fighting against the last reality more possible. Now that the peace has been made, syndicates need to find who exactly is the traitor who works for last reality. To figure this out, they go to the Luminaries and explain what exactly is going on. Mystical has already experienced how terrifying the last reality are, accepts to help the syndicates by joining in the peace and creating a device for them that can track the person messing with the servers and the devices, or the ones who have darkness within them. This device successfully finds who exactly the traitors are, and they put a poster of them all around Mega City. But the issue now is that two of the traitors work for the Unseen, and the United Syndicates have no idea how these guys are betraying the Unseen, and not everyone in the Unseen are working for the last reality. So Mystica calls the Unseen fools and we get sent to disguise as bananas unless questions about this from the leader or the right hand, Renzo. They explain to us, as I predicted, the Unseen are not working for the last reality. Those two members who were are traders, which Renzo will deal with them. Renzo explains how the Unseen want to own and control the mega city, but if their city is in threat of being destroyed by the last reality, then they have no other choice but to join the United Syndicates for now and protect mega city and the island all together. This piece is a symbol of how Ayo and the Seven are needed to join together in order to have any chance fighting against the last reality. The Fortnite storyline has a really deep meaning which you need to think and figure out. But till the Seven return, these are now our protectors who will fight together with us against the last reality. Our new the Seven till our heroes are saved. And we will keep meeting more members of these groups and see what roles they play in the story in future seasons. He said that Nox succeeded in his plan, but the syndicates are now united. How did he? That is actually the point in two ways. One of them being that the Nothing does not want destruction and death, he wants a realm of perfect order. For a perfect order, peace needs to be made, even if it's forced on us. This syndicate peace is an example of the gift the Nothing is granting people who follow him. A realm with no fights, no chaos, but order and peace. Now for the second part, Nox's vision was to be the attention and the destruction of all syndicates. What Nox did forced every single member and syndicate to only focus on Mega City and saving it. While also the chaos Nox caused make them take a long time for resolving this issue and creating the united peace. Long enough for Serenade part of the last reality mission to be ready to go. Yes, that is exactly why no one in the storyline quest talked about the cracks or the veins or the earthquakes or these towers, anything. They got distracted away for paying attention to any of that, all thanks to Nox. Also, Serenade can do her part without distractions and people messing with her. Serenade seems to be a past river guardian who betrayed her people and accepted the gift of the Nothing, joining the last reality and being given powers among a suit made out of kinetic ore and chrome. Since she's a river guardian, Serenade can control the tides and the oceans just like Empress. But one more ability unlocked within her by the darkness energy is her singing. When Serenade sings, her voice connects to our souls, speaking to it, making us hypnotized by her. When she started her mission given to her by the Nothing, who is also the Shapeless Man, she first created two more of these river guard towers right near the other two kingdom empires, making all three, the River Empire, Oathbound, and Reality Warriors, have a tower connected to them. Serenade is planning to do something really important with every single empire, which is either to completely ruin them, drown them in the tides and destruction, or control them. These towers and hair also started causing huge cracks on the ground that seem to be pushing chunks of the island away from each other, reminding me of the logo on chapter 4 and even next season's design, just cracks everywhere in chapter 4. That's really interesting, honestly. After a bit, veins also started growing out of these cracks, showing us how the jungles will grow out of them in the next season. Jungles which probably will be extremely important. That's because the cracks go as deep as where the 0 point is right now, known by how the sound of the 0 point is coming out of these cracks. If so, this might mean that these veins are growing because of the 0 point energy and the water inside of the island. Or even, what if these veins are controlled by the Herald tree while the tree is also trying to reach into the 0 point? The Herald forged herself into a tree and we know how hard it is for those things to die. They mostly just go to sleep and they never really turn fully dead. This means that Herald has to be still alive or in a sleeping mode. Wake up! And the Serenade's other mission is to sing into her soul, wake her up, helping her know exactly what to do, all according to the Nothing's plan, while also reviving her using these towers and waters. It's because like plants can be still reborn after death, kind of like Bushrangers' death. Cool, right? Really, but not enough. That's not all Serenade was brought here to do. Right near Mega City, there's an inactive volcano, a big reason why Shapeless Man or the Nothing wanted this realm in the island. Serenade is tasked to make this volcano active once again or create a new one with his power. To active this, you would need connection with someone who has eternal flames within him and who controls the flames. That's being either the Fire King or a new Fire storyline character who will rule over the volcano being created in the next season. Fire King was frozen by the Ice King under the old island but never killed. A blast of the island's explosion is enough to free him from the frozen ice, but also probably not enough to wake him up. That would make the free body of the Fire King float in this space after fracture, but also be pulled back into the map just like us. If the Fire King is freed from the ice, that just means that he needs someone to wake him up and help him make the eternal flames within him strong once again. That would exactly be Serenade singing into Fire King's mind just like heralds and awakening him, inviting him into joining the last reality. There was a reason why Elemental storyline was shown off in Zero War comics, and that was a build up to their return. Zero War telling us how the Fire King wanted to alter realities to their liking shows us how he also has a similar role to what the Nothing wants. Fire King was brought into the storyline by the Nothing and already used by him once, why not do it again? Serenade will invite him to the last reality, telling him about the prize of the Nothing for Fire King. And since the prize is exactly what the Fire King wants, he accepts joining the last reality, making the Nothing connect to him, help him gain his full power, becoming a complete Fire King, way stronger than he ever was in season 7. Exactly why I think this survey is Fire King's final form and his full power after he joins the last reality. If not, then it's a new storyline character controlling fire joining the last reality, but hopefully I'm right about it being Fire King. He needs to come back. And if so, also expect the Ice King to join in the war against the last reality, but be on our side instead to fight against the Fire King once more and the last reality. Don't forget that the Ice Moon was only a jail for the Ice King's collection and not really his home. His home has to be the snowy reality in the map and where he comes from. He has to be one of the reality warriors because my man legit protected realities from reality destroying weapons and beings. What is more reality warrior than that? Not to mention, this whole biome looks way too similar to the ice from season 7, and exactly the same outpost from that season exists here too. This has to be Ice King's home realm and a teaser to him coming back into the story along with Fire King. But I'm not done! There have been mysterious phones ringing all around the map. But every time we answer, the person says nothing because they know we're not the one who they want to contact. Last time we saw someone use the phones for making contact was Sloan. And we already know how really soon, like really soon, as soon as even next season, Ayo are returning. So this to me is a huge teaser of how Sloan and Ayo have someone in the map right now who are preparing to bring Genoa Stone among all of the huge army of Ayo back into the map. Probably also chunks of the reality they are in right now, which has been rumored to be a sandy and deserted reality. I believe that the person who is planning the return of Ayo also is working with the Ageless and the Oathbound, getting help from them to do this mission. Yes, the Oathbound and Ageless are not gone from the story. For now, they're just doing some work in the background while the other important parts of the story gets told. And very soon we will hear from them again and how they will help the Imagine Order. Now to see why exactly the Oathbound wants the Imagine Order and Geno back, and how Geno is our only hope to fight against the last reality, or also why the Nothing or the Shapeless Man wanted Serenade and Nox to what they did in this season, and how the last reality can actually see the future. Watch this video on your screen for an answer to every single one of the questions I just talked about.